Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you hear lots of grunting and yelling, I have Iris in her play area right here and she is just babbling up a storm. But today's video is going to be my 6-month postpartum update. It is going to be just kind of like what's been going on with me these past 6 months. You know, a belly shot, how my C-section recovery went, and all of that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I am 6 months, almost 7 months postpartum right now, and I did give birth to Iris back in early August via C-section. And for the most part, to be completely honest, my C-section recovery was a lot better than I expected it to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still really, really rough. Like, I couldn't lay down for the first few days. I had to like sit up, and then that was just like wreaking havoc on my back. And, you know, I was still in pain because it's major abdominal surgery. But I would say it took about a week to feel good enough where I wasn't taking pain medicine, you know, 3 times a day, every day. I was maybe only taking it once a day at that point. And for the most part, I was able to function. Sorry, I have my dog grunting in the background as well. It's just grunting all over the place right now. He's a pug, so. You done? Okay. Let's continue. So, I mean, that's how the recovery went. It was relatively good. It wasn't too bad. I did notice that after maybe like 2 months, I did have, since they do it so low, it is like in the bikini area. And obviously if you're on here, I'm sure that you're an adult and you know there is hair down there. So I had a hair that kept growing, like I guess right where the incision line was. And it kept opening up like a little hole. It was a very superficial hole. Like it wasn't anything like deep down in the incision, but hold on. Say hi, baby. All right. So, I mean, yeah, it was like really rough, and it just, it wouldn't want to close. And I had that hole up until maybe like 5 months, where it got to a point where I was like, you know what, I just have to put Neosporin on it. And I was putting Neosporin on it every single day for like 2 weeks, and eventually it closed up, and I haven't had it reopen again. Nor have I seen like a hair or anything. So that was kind of annoying. But other than that, the incision itself has been great. I haven't had any pain down there. A lot of people say that it feels like numb-ish, but I mean, to be honest, like to me, it just feels like nothing. I don't know, like if I were to touch like my stomach, it kind of feels the same down there. Like I don't feel super numb or weird about it. So yeah, that's that. As far as like postpartum symptoms, I suffered from really, really bad postpartum hair loss starting around 4 months. And I mean, it's just getting better right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I have like all of these little baby hairs growing back because I lost so much hair, especially like right here on both sides, all in the front, that I didn't even know about. And I was just losing chunks at a time. There was hair literally everywhere, like in her diapers, in the dog's poop, like it was just everywhere. I'm like, how is so much hair falling off my head right now? And that was rough, but it's gotten a lot better now. Like I'm not, see, there's like one strand that I just pulled out, but before I would just go like that and it would be clumps coming out. So now 6 months, that's no longer happening. That started around 4 months, and it just recently stopped. Maybe like 2 to 3 weeks ago, it's been like dying down a lot. Let's see, what else has mommy gone through? I haven't really had any issues with like baby blues or postpartum depression, thankfully. I mean, I do suffer from exhaustion, but that's just because, I mean, we've got her on a better napping schedule, so she naps very well during the day, but she's still not sleeping through the night. And I don't really sleep during the day because that's the only time that I have to get work done, obviously. So when she's sleeping is my time to be able to focus on my business, which I do work from home. you know, cleaning, laundry, all of that stuff, because when she's awake, I like to be able to give her my full and undivided attention. I don't really sleep a lot at night because she still wakes up about 3 to 4 times a night. Sometimes on a good night, she'll only wake up 2 times, but yesterday you were up 4 times. 4 times. So yeah, it's rough. I don't sleep through the night. But even with all of that, I'm glad to say that I feel really great. As far as my weight loss, so with my pregnancy, I started my pregnancy at 133 and I got down to 120 at the end of my first trimester, just because I was so sick and throwing up all the time that, you know, the reaction of that was I lost some weight during my first trimester, and there's a fly. I lost some weight during my first trimester, and that sucked, but you know, at the end of my pregnancy, I was weighing in at 149. So I had gained about 29 pounds throughout my pregnancy total. And so far I am down 23 pounds. The last time I weighed myself, I had gotten down more, I think to like 124 was my lowest weight. But now I'm back up at 126. I have been working out, I have been lifting weights. So I think that's probably why like my muscle mass is coming back, which again, I'm not too worried about. The number on the scale has never been like a big thing for me. It's more just about how I feel and how I look, how my clothes is fitting. That's, you know, kind of what I go by. But yeah, so we have a 23 pound weight loss, and let's see what else. I am still breastfeeding, pretty much not exclusively anymore because we have introduced her to solids, but you know, milk is still her main source of nutrition up until a year old. So we still breastfeed very, very frequently throughout the day. I'm grateful that that's still going really strong. And yeah, I mean, other than that, the only thing I really have to say is that, you know, and I'm sure that everybody says it, is that it gets easier. The first few months are really, really hard. The first 2 months were the hardest for me, kind of just like adjusting and figuring out her cries and her cues and all of that. And going into the 3rd month, I started to feel a little bit more confident when it came to like being able to tell what she needed. She still wasn't sleeping all that great. And then like around 4 months, we kind of started working on her nap schedule. And now that she's napping a lot better, this video is just a hot mess. And now that she's napping a lot better, that has been great. But I mean, overall, it has been an amazing 6 months. I feel like my postpartum experience has been great. I've taken care of myself as best as I possibly can, not just physically, but mentally as well. I try to always stay positive. I try to always read positive things. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a belly shot now so that you guys can see, and then I'll see if I can kind of like show you the incision line, so you can see what that's looking like. And yeah. All right, so I'm put together from the waist up, still got my pajama pants on, but this is what I'm looking like 6 months postpartum. Like I said, I have been working out again, so my abs are slowly coming back, which I'm so grateful for. You can see like, you know, definition coming in. So this is me like sucking it in, not sucking it in. As you can see, I still have like my stretch marks. That's not gonna go away anytime soon. And then let me see if I could show you guys right there. It's my incision line. So if you can see, like the sides are a lot darker than like the middle part. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's just how it is. As you can see, it's really low. It's like down here. So it's like down past my belly, I mean my bikini line, but like this is my underwear line. And it's all the way down there. So yeah, that is my belly. 6 months postpartum. So yeah, that is my 6-month postpartum update via C-section. If you guys have any questions at all, please be sure to leave them down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys in my next video.